Well, good morning. My name is Jeremy Duckworth, and I have the pleasure of serving as the Executive Director for the Central Alabama Redevelopment Alliance. I'm sitting here with my good buddy, Elijah Davis. Elijah,
What's up, now? How you doing?
pretty good, pretty good. So what do you do, man? What do you work for?
Urban Impact,
Urban Impact, right? Urban Impact. So Urban Impact's been around for
40 years.
41
years.
41 years, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
To say the least, right? And so I was talking to Elijah. Well, I really wasn't talking. I was texting him over Thanksgiving holiday. I said, "Hey, would you do a video of me talking about some programmings and things of the nature you guys have been doing?" He said, "Say less." I said, "No, you're going to say a whole lot more." And just joking, but honestly, so proud of the work this guy's doing in the community. He's really impressive, not only as a person but as a business economist as well. And so. Tell us a little bit more about Urban Impact and the programs you guys offer.
Absolutely. Urban Impact is the community economic development agency for the Birmingham Civil Rights National Monument and historic Fourth Avenue Business District, the historic African American commercial corridor of our city, and the city of Birmingham, and also the newly minted National Monument. We began really as a city agency about 41 years ago, through the Arrington administration to really do things that were 20, 30 years ahead of its time in preserving African-American corridor, and also minority boost and enhancement in minority business affairs when you go back and read. And so we're probably in the third generation of Urban Impact now. And, with legacy organizations, there are ups and downs, and we understand that. But we're excited to be in this new generation of supporting not just our place, but also the city of Birmingham, as we always have done.
Amen. Amen. That was an awesome answer, right? So people have been hearing these whispers for a good about year and a half now about this big thing that's going to come out with Urban Impact, right? And 2 weeks ago, I might be off of my timeline, maybe 3 weeks ago, there was an announcement for this program called the Impact Loan Fund. And it is the rage of economic development. And I have heard people across the country bragging about this program because they feel like this is just next. And so I wanted to bring Elijah on to talk about today the program and how to register for the program as well.
Absolutely. So the Impact Loan Fund is a community-based loan product that we house at Urban Impact. We do have aspirations of becoming a community development financial institution, and this is sort of our first step. And so we're so grateful to the PNC Foundation and the Community Foundation of Greater Birmingham and other investors for helping us jumpstart this new project of introducing community-based and character-based lending into the Birmingham marketplace. Very simply, this is currently a micro loan and development fund that is, geared to help minority businesses, African-American owned businesses, really go to the next level and create impact where they are. Right. And so these are term-based microloans. So what I mean term-based is that it's not necessarily a line of credit. It's a traditional business loan, up to 5 years with low percentage rates, 5% and under. And we have flexible underwriting process or credit analysis, as they would say it. And when we say community and character, I want to unpack that really. Community-based means that we actually have a loan fund committee made up of 5 people, 3 of which are from the community at Merchant, Fourth Avenue. One is from a resident in Fountain Heights, one is a resident in Smithfield. And then, of course, anchored by a few retired bankers or former, one active banker. Yeah, an active banker, but has a community bent, and then also a member of our board. And then character-based means that we are not strictly, bound to, a set criteria. We do have a criteria, we do have underwriting, but it is more flexible intentionally than bank products and even some other alternative finance products, right? And that is done to help meet the need of getting capital in the hands so that they can progress. And we really believe in the capital ladder, right? So we introduced the Kiva program in the market. We've done 5 of those, right?
That's awesome.
And we don't talk about those enough. In fact, our first one actually just repaid yesterday.
That feels good.
Absolutely, full, repaid in full. But it's really in that micro loan space. And so a micro loan is typically under $25,000, okay? And so that's important to know. And so, we don't have $100,000 for you yet, but we certainly can help be a source of blended capital at low interest rates. And so we really have a heart for place-based Black-owned businesses, B2B businesses, service businesses. So the way that you apply, and I really want to spend some time on this, is that, we do not want to add to the frustration of, access to capital. We want to be transparent up front. Everyone that applies and has interest will not, be selected, things of that nature. So the one key difference about our process is that we don't believe that just putting in blind applications is the best way forward. So when you go to our website, urbanimpactbirmingham.org/impact loans, and you see the interest form as the first step, that's the first piece. That is not an application. We would technically call it a pre-application, but it's a way for us to have a discussion, right? One of the things we understand is that there may be other programs better for you, right? We pretty much have a 30 to 45 day turnaround. We just began, so our first piece will be our first loan awardees will be in January. We have pretty much stay within that 30 to 45 days. That is too long for some people, even though it's much shorter than a traditional loan process, right? Or quicker, and everything is approved by a community loan fund committee. But we have, for example, the average credit score an Alabamian is somewhere between 630 and 640. So we discount that because national transfer African American. So you're still like in the middle tier if you have a 575 credit score. In traditional banking, you'll be at the bottom tier startup.
Correct.
Right. So that's like placing you in the middle tier. Right. And if you have even under 500, if you have everything else, that Stellar will still work with you because there's still a story. Right. And so it's really about the packaging and the story. And because of this, we want to make sure it's a good fit. Right. The one thing I will say we do screen for is impact. And we define impact as increased revenues, job creation, stabilization.
The standard line.
Right. But we also look at impact as bringing a new good or service to a community that has not had it.
Wow.
Right. So if you are opening up something in a neighborhood that just hadn't had that amenity or necessity, that's impact.
That's awesome, though.
Right. If you are providing a service to other businesses that folks don't have, or something else, that's still impact. So when we look at our portfolio, that it's nothing against the traditional marketing and inventory, but I will question you on the marketing and inventory. The reason why I say that is because we have no interest in putting people in debt or issuing out loans prematurely that don't help to advance your business,
right,
and things of that nature. So, for example, we don't require a full business plan, but we do want to see that you know exactly what you want to spend the funds for, and we're going to help you get a business plan along the way.
That's awesome.
Right. We do not require full financials, but you need to show us some proof of income.
Okay.
Right. And we will walk you through, what you qualify for transparently. So we're going to do the underwriting with you.
Wow.
Right. So because this is a first or second step for people, or just getting back on track. So, we'll say, look, here's your income, here's your debt, here's what you want to ask for, here's your debt service coverage ratio, here's what we believe you can. And so that you can see that. And now, even if you come out of our process, you actually now know. So there's nothing about our process, that's a secret, right?
That's awesome.
And actually, if you go to our website and see the webinar, you'll see we literally walk through our spreadsheet. There's nothing about that that is secret, right?
That is next level.
Right.
I think you know how next level it really is, because they have all these, and I don't even want to say that, I don't want to attack anybody's character because I don't read hearts, right? But real talk, that's just next level, because most things are not as transparent as people think they are.
Right.
People say they want to be transparent, but then they have those things they want to, they hide and all that kind of stuff. And so that's just awesome, man. Last question. Why do you do the work that you do?
I'll make it brief. I am not, I did not grow up as far away from everyone. I see it as I'm doing a neighborly duty. I share this not for pity or sorrow, since we handle it, to be sentimental. But I have fantastic, home and parents and lineage that struggle. Okay, right. I had middle class values with a lower class reality. College for a lot of folks can be a realization that you grew up poor. Right. I have, been housing insecure. I've, been in this, like we have, through the grace of God, I've always been fed, as you can see. There have been times that I've been fed and we have not had a home. Right. And the grace of God, and also just the availability of someone saying, I think I want to care about something, is what made the difference between me and the brothers I hoop with every day.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It's because, a teacher said, you know what, I'm paying for your field trip. It's because we had free or reduced lunch. It's because we had fee waivers. It's because we had, you're only going to pay $20 for your CLEP test, your AP exam. That my ability was not hindered because of my cost. And because somebody just said, you got to care. And even the disappointments in my own life, personally, professionally, some of that was just traceable to somebody did not care. Right. And so I just believe that we all have a duty to, support ourselves, to support our families, but somewhere in your life, you should mark a time to support your community. And I've just simply chosen this time in my life to do it. Now, for the rest of my life, I hope I'll circle back and I have the resources. I was like, I know how to fund, right. But I think that that's why I do what I do. I have grown up my entire life in historic Black neighborhoods and seen the beauty and the brokenness. Right. And just said, man, these folks did this in 1904. It's not 1904, but I just have always felt a sense of calling and duty to just do the little bit that we can, that we all can, where you help, where you can, where you are with what you have.
That's right.
As just being a good steward. And, somebody's got to think about the whole picture of our community as we all are supporting ourselves and supporting our family.
Amen. Well, we're going to sign off. That was awesome. Thank you so much, Elijah, for being here today. It's been a great time, and we had a blast. So we'll see y'all soon.
Thank you.